headed to Cape Range National Park, which is just out from Exmouth. How many k's have we done?
I don't know, probably 20.
20 odd kilometres, I think. So I know there's a canyon drive, and there is a drive where you go up on the cliff tops and have a look down to the Ningaloo Reef.
Disappeared because there's a big windy road up here going up the hill, so
Massive.
I'd say that's where we're heading.
So let's go. The Charles Knife Canyon Drive takes you along the top of the canyon with magnificent views from either side as you wind your way up to the top of the range. Like we said, it's about 21 k's south of Exmouth. It takes about 40 minutes or so. The canyon rises to 320 metres above sea level and is 13 kilometres long and 20 kilometres wide. The road up here is part bitumen, part gravel, and when we were driving here it wasn't too bad. But you will need a National Park pass because this is within the Cape Range National Park. So this is the B&Txo lookout. We think you pronounce it, something like that anyway. So there's also a class 4, 6.8 kilometre return walk. Takes you along the ridgeline of Cape Range National Park.
Yeah, so you go down to the Shothole lookout, and then it looks like you come back walking along the ridge of the canyon.
Bloody windy up here today. It's terrible. I've just come to a lookout. So we're staying over that way somewhere.
Yeah.
We're not really sure where.
The radio towers are straight down in the distance, very hard to see when that cloud.
Yeah, you can't see.
Straight ahead now, the radio towers, and you come around and you see the town of Exmouth. Cruise ship out there, and then...
Can't see that far, though.
Oh, and then there's the industrial estate there.
What a god-awful day. It's so windy and cold. Feel my hair blowing. It's nearly blowing my phone out of my hands. Terrible. Let's get back in the car. This bloody man, oh my God, Bernie! Gives me bloody, no wonder my hair goes grey. He's right near the edge of a massive, oh my God, of a massive cliff. And it's, oh, what are you doing? Oh my God. Don't be stupid. Idiot.
There's a lot of rock climbing here. There's quite a few of these registered anchors here. They've all been certified.
Look at this bloke. Trying to find a way down closer to the edge. Mate, I've said it before, his parents must have had the highest levels of anxiety going, I tell ya. He just has no concept. Like, it's really, really windy today. And you're on the edge of a cliff. Crazy. So not only is he trying to find a way to get closer, it clearly states a cliff risk area. We're like 300 meters above sea level, sheer rock cliffs, and bloody wind gusts of 50 kilometers an hour. So, oh, mate, unbelievable. This national park is definitely my top 3 of all the national parks we've been to. The colours here are truly amazing. I know we say that quite a lot here in WA, but this time it's 100% true, mate. It is stunning. So that rim drive was pretty specky.
Ridge, yeah. Shothole Ridge Road, I think it was called. Ridge.
Don't know. Anyway, whatever it's called, it's pretty specky.
Very.
Mr. Sainsbury gave me quite a few more grey hairs.
Safe.
Okay.
It's nowhere near the edge.
Okay. Now we're on Shothole Canyon Road, heading up to Shothole Canyon, obviously.
Driving up through the canyon.
Instead of on top.
Instead of on top. It's quite nice down here too. We're only about 5 k's in of 13. So 4-wheel drive only. Road's not too bad.
We did see something very random, which we saw this bloke the other day when we went driving. He is towing a tiny home, and he was up
on the Ridge Road.
Ridge Road, so.
And he's towing it with a sedan. I just don't know how he's doing that, like with weight and stuff like that. But anyway,
till someone tells him he can't, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, random things you see.
That's it.
Okay, we'll show you
And we also saw my number plate
dickhead.
that we should get.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Grumpy.
Grumpy 67.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The number plate fits, mate.
it does.
We love you, Grumpy. The Shothole Canyon Road provides access to a spectacular gorge in the Cape Range National Park. You can only get in here with a four-wheel drive. The Shothole Canyon got its name from the 1950s oil search. Back then, explorers drilled holes and set off small explosions to create mini earthquakes so they could study the ground. The name comes from those leftover shot holes. So this is Shothole Canyon on the Ningaloo coast. It is bloody beautiful here, stunning. Absolutely. And you're out of the wind, which is even better. Very, very pretty. Anyway, we'll go walk up the stairs. Hiking in our thongs, hey? Can't get more Aussie. I'll tell you, these stairs are actually good for people with little legs. Oh, these ones are a bit bigger. Oh, yep. Feel like you're on top of the world. Don't know where my husband is though. It's windy up here. Let it grow. Let it grow.
The water's in the farm down here.
Check out these rocks here that have fallen off the side of the cliffs. Huge. And that one there. Would not want to be here when one breaks off. But honestly, how can that is massive. How big would that rock there be, Bernie?
Oh,
It's massive anyway. How does it just sit there?
on the side of the car.
Unbelievable. It's that cold in Exmouth, even the cockatoos are trying to stay out of this gale force wind warning. Oh, look at them having a cuddle. Middle of the shopping centre. Hey, buddy. We're at another brewery. It's called Prof. This is the soup of the day. Yes, please. Good morning from Cape Range National Park. Today we're just going for a drive. It's blowing a gale pretty much at the caravan park. But it's not too bad here because we are on the western side and it's a southeasterly breeze, I think. Well, it's not a breeze, it's wind gusts. But I thought I'd just show you what we've just walked onto. Very slowly. Oh my God. This is what we came here for. This is what we expected. Bloody beautiful. Stunning. So if you look out there where those waves are breaking, that is the reef, outer reef out there. So you can see a few boats out there now. So this is my first dip in the Indian Ocean. See how cold it is. Oh, it's freezing. We actually brought our swimmers to go snorkeling, but good Lord, that's going to be very, very fresh, I think. Don't know if that's for me. But oh my God, it's just stunning. So, so pretty. This is what we thought it would look like. These amazing colours. Crystal clear. Bloody stunning. So this will be this will be one of many beaches for today, I think. I think this one's called T-Bone. South T-Bone, maybe? Anyway, one last look at this one before we go. Pretty. We're just driving and we see seagull's nest on the ground, which is very strange because there's dingoes here apparently.
Yeah. She's sitting on them. Well, he's sitting on them. They've obviously got eggs.
That is so cool. I suppose though, to get up into it, it's bloody huge.
Yeah, but a dog, you think a dog would still be able to jump up there. Or cats. Probably more so cats than bloody dogs.
So this is Yardie Creek and Yardie Gorge up a bit yonder. So this is quite rich in culture and history and heritage with the Aboriginals. Stories are passed down through generations about the traditional owners coming from all over to camp at this southern side of Yardie Creek. They used to have camping ceremonies, spending time on country fishing, hunting and listening to the elders sing their songs and tell their stories, which I think would be amazing to go back and to witness that. Truly amazing. And also doing their traditional dance. Sometimes these gatherings actually lasted months because there is a lot of food like obviously you've got the ocean, then you've got the creek, and you've got the land. So you've got turtle, fish, mud crab, bush turkey, kangaroo, emu, and just the bush tucker. So this is quite rich in this area for food, whether that be marine life or land animals. So yeah, let's go up and have a look. With this Yardie Creek, not all the time, but sometimes it's actually open to the ocean, which is down that way. You can see behind me. And when it's open to the ocean, there's mullet, turtles, stingrays, and sometimes sharks come up this into the creek. We just spotted I don't know what it was, some kind of fish, but it was massive. So peaceful though. So I'm not sure if I'd want to swim on there actually. There is also rock wallabies. So rock wallabies are very, very hard to see in the wild, but I'm pretty sure when we just drove then I saw one. It looks the same kind of face. Not sure if it is the same, but you look very, very similar. So, but yeah, very pretty. The rock wallaby that is actually here weighs about 3 to 5 kilos, and apparently there is estimated to be over 1,000 in this area, largest population in Western Australia. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we get to see one. So Yardie Creek is approximately an hour's drive from Exmouth. Again, you need a National Parks pass, and this is the furthest you can drive. You can cross the sand here at the beach, but always make sure you check tides and conditions first. The four-wheel drive track on the other side, if you can cross it, takes you to Windabandy and South Lefroy. But today we'll just be going here. Anyway, Yardie Creek Nature Walk. It's an easy 1.2k return walk. So the Yardie Gorge Trail is a little bit more difficult, and that starts near the end of the nature walk, and it's an extra 1.5 kilometre return walk. Just walking up here and I could smell bats, and sure enough, don't make them go, Bernie. Smelly dirty buggers they are.
It's Yardie Creek Canyon. Not a bad spot up here. It's funny, it's blowing. It's very windy at the moment, and not a breath up here. Got a cool gorges. Wind's coming up now, so you probably can't hear me, but I'm going to head up there to that white peg. A little way to go, see what we can see. Yeah, so I've just come from that white pole down here, across this dry creek bed. Now I've got to go up here. Like I said, lucky I got me trusty Archies on, not just me regular pluggers. Bloody good, these Archies. Plenty of support, and even climbing rocks like this, good gear. Again, this is not too bad. Doing it in thongs, not just thongs, Archies, which is not too bad.
nice this side of the peninsula. Be awful where we were yesterday up at the canyon. Be very windy, I think. That's actually the boat cruise, so it's an hour. I have no idea on the cost or anything, but we've spoken to a few people and they said it's not too bad, but not really worth the money. So I guess up to you if you want to go or not. I just heard the boat skipper say that there's a rock wallaby just down below me, so hopefully it jumps up here. I can't get down there, but hopefully it jumps up here. So I was just listening to the skipper, and he was saying that the kangaroo or the wallabies go back to the same spot every day. There's obviously one male dominant one, and yeah, if they have girls, they pretty much stay with the mob. If they have boys, Dad has a chat to them, sends him on his way, and he starts his new mob up. So if I'm quiet, which is very hard for me, but if I'm quiet, maybe we'll see one. Fingers crossed. There's another nest over there. Bernie reckons it's an osprey, so I'm not sure if it's an osprey or a sea eagle. This is called, well, just up from here is called Osprey Bay, so potentially, but there is something. I can't zoom any closer, but there is something in there, so whether that's mum or dad on the nest or the babies. I would say it's mum or dad by the looks of the size of it. Cool as. She's actually feeding the babies here. I'm not sure if you can see it. We'll see them.
You just see the little heads popping up.
Ah, This is Sandy Bay. God damn stunning. So this is the oyster stacks. Okay, this is the best snorkeling on the Ningaloo, which you will see, but you have to do it between mid and high tide. So as of tomorrow until which is the 29th of August, oh no, it's 28th of August, one of the dates anyway, to the 5th of September, you're not allowed to snorkel because it's too low. Ah, that sucks. Because that looks quite safe out there. Probably doesn't come up on the video very well because it's pretty windy now. Look at all that reef out there. So I'll just give you some stats on the Ningaloo Reef. So it is protected by the Ningaloo Marine Park, and it covers an area of 263,343 hectares. Don't know how big that is. I'm assuming it's bloody huge actually. And it's the largest fringing coral reef in Australia. The reef is home to over 500 species of fish, 600 species of mollusk, don't know what that is, so you'll have to Google that one, and 300 species of coral. And the corals are the most important part of the reef building organisms within the marine park. So, and they provide shelter and food for other marine life. So the oyster stacks, which is where we are here, it's got lots of different types of coral and obviously a huge variety of fish. And occasionally you can see a turtle, which unfortunately we will not because you're not allowed to come here. So in the shallows of the oyster stacks, which is here, there's heaps of different coral and obviously fish. But did you know that branching coral can grow 10 to 15 centimeters per year, while the brain coral, which looks like a brain if you've seen it, might increase in diameter by only 1 to 3 centimeters per year. So it's a lot slower growing than the other one. And if you see behind me, I don't know if you can see, oh, you can't see it, but where the water is breaking out there, so that's actually the outer reef. And this here is the inner reef. Anyway, unfortunately, we will not be able to come back here. Although we might come back and do a sneaky peek and see if anyone else is in there, but yeah, you don't want to ruin the coral because it's got enough issues of its own without human involvement. Unfortunately, since we have arrived in WA on the coast, we have had no luck whatsoever with the tides. It seems the tides, low tides, when we want to go see something, it's either in the night time or very early in the morning. So, and obviously now coming down to the Ningaloo Reef, yeah, we can't go snorkeling here. Today we have come up to a sand dune. It's very ordinary weather again here today, very windy, but this sand dune's pretty cool. This is actually a turtle nesting area, so pretty sure turtles nest here sort of between October, November through to March. Not sure it's protected quite as much as what it is over in the east coast, because it seems you can walk anywhere over here into the conservation areas, so not really sure. But we're just driving, so the Cape Range National Park is like behind us, and there is a massive dust storm we saw. I'll show you, I'll turn you around. Not sure you can actually see that. But Jeez, I think it's heading south by the looks of it. It's pretty bad just there. Actually, I don't think that does it justice. Anyway, as long as it doesn't come near us, that's good. Pretty specky views from up here, but oh my god, that Ningaloo Reef and the turquoise water is something else. We have stunning blue water on the east coast, but wow, this is definitely next level over here. You can see that dust storm from up here. Doesn't do it justice, but thankfully it looks like it's heading away from us. Hope so, because I left a window open in the caravan and I would hate to see the red dust in there if it does hit. Hello, you right? Saw this little dude. There is wildlife, Bernie. Over the summer of 2024-2025, Western Australia's Ningaloo Reef suffered its worst ever coral bleaching event. Record-breaking ocean heat, sometimes called an underwater bushfire, caused roughly 2/3 of the coral in the monitored areas to die. Surveys showed that of the 1,600 corals counted in March, only about 600 were still alive by late October. A severe marine heat wave kept the water temperatures up 4 degrees higher than normal for months. The damage stretched from the Exmouth Gulf all the way to the northern parts of the reef. In some northern lagoons, mortality rates exceeded 60 to 70%. This was the first time that the bleaching hit both the Ningaloo and the Great Barrier Reef at the same time. Join us next week when we make our way further down the Western Australian coast. Thanks for your support. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.